It's gonna be a spoilery review.
Yeah,
it's gotta be. I mean,
it's gotta be.
It's been out for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We're late to this.
We're majorly late because I didn't watch it till like 2 days ago. Welcome back to the channel. Chandler, Kafari, if you didn't know, we didn't even introduce ourselves. So here's our review to Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, the latest film in the MCU, sees what's his first name? Dr. Stephen Strange traveling through multiverses to escape a villainous threat named One Scarlet Witch. Formerly a hero, but as the movie says, she is no longer on the lunchboxes after enslaving an entire town in WandaVision and doing way worse crap in this movie that I would say is unredeemable.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
I don't know how you can make an argument. She'd have to like just completely take out the biggest threat, like save the day, like have her Captain Marvel moment, you know, when she comes through the ship in the Endgame.
And for Thanos and stuff.
Yeah, but no one cared. At least in the movie theater we were in when we got to see that.
Yeah, nobody cared.
Someone screamed out in the movie theater, "No one gives a damn about Captain Marvel." But I digress. This is definitely a Sam Raimi film. You can see it.
Yep.
In every shot almost. Just all the dialogue. Some of the dialogue's cheesy, some of it's good. The film for me was quite a hit and miss because I'm not gonna lie, the multiverse stuff in this movie I thought sucked. For a movie called Multiverse of Madness and how it was marketed off, you gotta see this movie. It's bigger than No Way Home, and it teased all these cameos like Professor Xavier and Captain Carter was in the poster, and it was teasing that what some people thought was Tom Cruise's superior Iron Man, but it turns out to be just Monica Rambeau, I believe.
Yeah,
Captain Marvel, which, is it just me or is Captain Marvel obnoxious in any universe?
Yep.
Because I was just like, oh wow, she's really cocky.
Yep.
And she has no idea who's about to wreck her shit. But and of course, the surprise that they didn't advertise was Black Bolt, which everyone in the movie theater was like, who the hell is that? I knew who it was, and I was just like, why?
It made no sense to have him in the movie, especially considering the fact that nobody knew who he was, and he was in the movie less.
He was like in for like 3 minutes. I mean,
no,
and then
for the scenes that bro.
I will say his death, spoiler alert, he dies, is the most brutal death in the entire MCU, and I am all here for it because it was awesome.
Yeah.
But and then the big cheese, the big surprise, Reed Richards, played by John Krasinski, is a fan casting that they've been wanting for years. It was meh to me, but like only because I accidentally got spoiled it a few days before. Thank you, YouTube, because I just opened up YouTube and it was literally the first video that pops up in my For You page or whatever YouTube calls it was Mr. Fantastic, played by John Krasinski, appearance in Doctor Strange. That was the name of the video, and he showed his picture. I was like, oh dang. So it wasn't really that big of a thing for me. And of course, Professor X, spoiler alert, the entire Illuminati dies.
Yeah, also one of the biggest things too. He went to go see it before me. I avoided spoilers for another 2 weeks.
I don't know how you did that.
I literally avoided it. Like I couldn't get on YouTube.
But anyway, my review. Overall, I like the movie. I don't think it's top tier MCU. I would put it more aligned with The Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2, maybe. It was very a hit and miss film. I actually almost fell asleep during the Illuminati scene because it was meh. Especially before that when Wanda and them were going in the cave and stuff like that. And Wong. P.S. I love Wong. Wong is the best. But it was it was meh to me, most of the movie. And I really wanted to like this movie. I was dying to see it, even though my expectations were lowered, and I don't know, my excitement was lowered leading up to the movie, but I was still ready to see it. I was definitely going to see it first day it opened, but it just didn't really hit the mark. It wasn't a bullseye, it was more a little to the right or left, but overall still a good movie. But my favorite aspect of this is the horror aspects of it. Sam Raimi's full horror in it, especially when Wanda's going through the mirror, like that, like the Grudge or whatever. Yeah. I love that.
The little scare that she had whenever they were closing all the gates and stuff.
Yeah.
And she came out of nowhere. That was a little jump scare. It got a couple people.
Yeah, it was like perfectly executed horror that Sam Raimi's known for. If you don't know who Sam Raimi is, watch Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness, and the Spider-Man films.
Alright, so for you, movie was good and what?
Oh, before I give my final rating or whatever, it has the worst end credit scene in the history of the MCU so far. That it is awful. If I had not seen Morbius earlier this year, I would say this is the worst end credit scene in comic book movie history. They were really bad, and but it didn't. I'm not gonna let that affect my overall view of the movie, but of course no one should. I give it a solid 6 out of 10 if I have to rate it. I hate rating movies, but that's what I give it.
Okay. So I didn't see it with him, obviously,
so I have no idea his opinion on the movie, actually.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and say I had a feeling right before I watched it, with avoiding spoilers and for 2 weeks, which was really hard, that it was going to be somewhat subpar to my expectation, due to the fact that I had it built up and I avoided spoilers just to make sure, hey, if it's really good, I'll like it, for all the stuff that I haven't, that hasn't been spoiled for me. So I went and I watched it, and the one thing that I could say for the movie is the horror element, as he's talking about, is really good. I like the way that it was executed. The tone of the movie was just right whenever it was just Doctor Strange and what's her name?
Scarlet Witch?
No.
Or
the girl.
Oh, what is her name?
America Chavez.
Oh, I thought you were talking about his love interest.
No.
I did like American Chavez. I really like that character.
She and what's it called? Actress played her very well as far as that goes. She's relatively new to the universe. Well, actually, she didn't get introduced until 2011.
Yeah, she's a relatively new character altogether, but then again, so is the new villain for Thor.
Yeah. So, anyways, so whenever it comes to the story, so initially, how it was leading you to go with how they introduced the new character, very good, executed very well. As soon as it got into the Illuminati stuff, it literally felt like it was dragging. The best part about this movie was actually Wanda, I'm not gonna lie. Benedict Cumberbatch does a very good job with Doctor Strange. Yeah, he always does. He's a really great actor. But as far as this movie, it shouldn't have been titled Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I think it should have been called Wanda's Multiverse of Madness.
Wanda's Wild Ride.
Yeah, multiverse. It should have been something like that, because it's kind of like the whole Infinity War thing. It was Thanos' story. It's the same element.
This is like a big lead up. This is a sequel to WandaVision.
Yeah.
Basically, I like WandaVision just fine. It's just
I didn't watch all of it. I'm not gonna lie, as far as WandaVision, because I got bored.
But pretty good. It's kind of overrated in my opinion, but I still liked it. I'm never gonna watch it again. But
yeah.
Also, the child actors in the movie. Why were they so awful in the movie, but they were pretty good in the show? I don't know what happened. they were just so awful. I don't know if it was the lines they were given or whatever, but they were awful in this movie.
I don't disagree. But I'll just cut to the chase. The only thing that really it irritated me, pissed me off, was the whole Mr. Fantastic just dying like that.
Oh.
Like, what is he, string cheese? Like, that's the meme that they started making immediately. Like, as soon as I found out, I made sure to check it out, the memes and everything. I was like, yeah, string cheese. They just made memes out of that.
Well,
so why would you give us exactly what we wanted?
You know, it's how we have yet to talk about Charles Xavier being in this. Patrick Stewart, Charles Xavier, which honestly I didn't really care about anyway, because I've seen this character die. Let's see, once, twice, three times maybe already, just to see him come back and die again like that. I didn't care.
Yeah.
It was just it felt like the opposite of Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, those cameos had a purpose in the story, and they helped move the story along. I felt like these cameos could have not been there and the movie wouldn't have been affected at all.
I'll say for this one, the little zombie Doctor Strange, whenever he's possessing the body, very well executed. I like that. Yep. So for me, not gonna lie, normally he is the more harsh one as far as a critic whenever it comes to movies, but this hit the bar pretty low for me. It's a 5 out of 10. Not gonna lie. Actors. Benedict Cumberbatch, the girl who played America Chavez.
Oh, I got her name. I can't pronounce her name. It starts with an X. I'm sorry.
We don't want to mess up people's names.
Her last name's Gomez.
All right, Miss Gomez.
Miss Gomez.
And the one who played Benedict Cumberbatch's love interest,
Rachel McAdams.
Very well. Very well. The rest of the movie was something. 5 out of 10 for me. We'll probably never watch it again, unless I'm rewatching the whole entire Marvel universe.
I'm gonna rewatch that scene where they're jumping through universes. Mm-hmm. That's probably the only thing I really want.
The paint one was the one that caught me. Yeah, I like that one. But that's our review. 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
5 out of 10. Like and subscribe. We are out. Wow. Thank you for interrupting us, Miguel.
I don't know, tune in now. I gotta be in the video.
All right.
Cameo.
Till next time.